Yo! What's up, guys? I'm Dan, and I'm back with another craft brew review, and today I'm coming at you with a little Alaskan Brewing Co. Again, this is their take on a Kölsch, guys. We got 5.3% alcohol, very low IBUs. I believe they're under 20, like a Kölsch should be. It says balanced, clean, refreshing from Alaska to you. I don't carry any Alaskan Brewing at the store, guys. I know very little about them. I know that they're Amber's their number one hitter, and their mainstream beer that is always on most shelves everywhere you go. They kind of paved the way and then followed that up with many other beers over the years. But this was provided to me today from one of the reps from Alaskan Brewing Co. through Alliance Beverage, one of my distributors. So thank you so much. Without you, I would not have this beer in my hand. So I'm going to go ahead and sip a free beer, guys. Why the hell wouldn't I? So I think you'd follow me in my footsteps on that one. Kind of a cool can. We got the whale on the front. Looks like, again, playing off that Alaskan horizon somewhere in the water there, guys. They're always on outdoorsy can art. Very fitting for Alaska. So that makes sense. On the bottom, we have 6/13/19 is the best by date. Unfortunately, we are on May 28th, so this is at the end of its shelf life. But I would assume that Kölsch's hold up pretty well in the can, guys. Not overly hoppy. Not overly punched with anything unnecessarily huge that would go bad. So this should be hopefully a very drinkable 5.3% beer, as they should be. So I'm going to go for a little pour here, guys. Been a long week at work, guys. Still working like a boss here. Beers sound better and better at the end of each day. So with that being said, this sucker pours. A very nice golden yellow hue, almost a touch of amber to it, and definitely like a honey appearance. Bright white finger of head, nice lacing to the glass, lots of bubbling going on inside the creamy layer of action on there. It's a very good looking beer, honestly, from the glass, guys. Again, it looks like there's nice carbonation streaming up to the top, not too much, not too little. She looks pretty good, guys, so I'm going to go to an aroma on this Kölsch. Just a nice kiss of hops going on, nothing over pungent on the nose. Sweet, malty breadiness, not overly malted. It's actually very tamed back, very calm. But there is like this nice small kiss of hops again, guys, with a little bit of like honey, bready sweetness on the front end. And then that just goes away, and it's just a clean, refreshing smell on the end of that. So I'm going to go to a cheers, guys. Nothing much else on that Kölsch to the aroma. Going for a cheersies. I'm not one for really breaking down Kölsches that often, guys, but it is a classic German style, of course. It's supposed to be very tame, very mild in both directions. Not supposed to stick out too crazily. If that's a word, it's not, so we won't even say that again. But yeah, on the front end, again, we get this like nice bready honey sweetness almost in a way. There is like a little dash of honey. Small hop presence. It's not overwhelming by any means. And it just turns into a clean, refreshing, non-bitter back end. Honestly, I'd say for a Kölsch, this has a little bit more of a hop punch to it than what I'm used to. Again, not huge on Kölsches, but this does have a good amount of sweetness. It's not too much, which is good for me because I do not prefer sweet beers. I don't like when they're overly sweet in any direction, really. But this it has that bready honey sweetness on the forefront. Transitions into a little dash of hops. Pretty clean, non-bitter back end, which as it should be. Makes for a very nice pairing for dinner. Very nice summer beer on a hot day. I could see myself drinking this again. I've transitioned into lighter beers, guys, and this is what this is, a 5.3% Kölsch. It's up my alley right now. Is it the most exciting beer? No. There's kind of like a light, kind of earthy spice sweetness to it. It almost, I don't know how to describe it. It almost drinks like, hold on. Almost like a bland green tea, that kind of mouthfeel, a little bit of carbonation to her. But it just has the same clean effect and weird mouthfeel that like a green tea would have. But again, on the beginning, a little sweet bready malt in the beginning like it should be, transitions into clean sweetness, and then dissipates into nothingness. I mean, it's not overly sweet, which I like. Some Kölsches are overly sweet for me. This one is not. So kudos to them. I do appreciate the balance on this beer and the nice drinkability on it as it should be. So rating for a Kölsch, guys. Again, not big into Kölsches, but I had to review a free beer here. Why wouldn't I? There's almost like a subtle spicy sweetness to it too. It's very bizarre. Again, green tea mouthfeel is it's definitely a good descriptor for it, honestly. But that rating, I'm gonna go, guys. It's not again the most exciting beer I've ever had in my life. It doesn't really stick out to me. Is it a nice summer sipper? Absolutely. Summer chugger, really. 3.6 out of 5, guys. I'm not gonna knock this one. It does the job for me, and it's not some of the best beer I've ever had in my life by any means. But hey, there's a time and place for a Kölsch, and it's not a bad day for one, guys. I've come back to this one and revisit it again. Absolutely fresh. I do dislike that is at the end of its shelf life, but not a bad take on a Kölsch Alaskan. So I do appreciate you guys giving me this beer again today as a sample. So kudos to you guys. It's all appreciated. I wouldn't do this without you. So that's where I stand, guys. I'm Dan. I'm over and out. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.